Jai Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jai Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Radha-Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astatarasata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Śrīla Abhay Charnaravinda Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astatarasata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswāmī Maharaj Thakur Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Tirabhav Titi Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Tirabhav Titi Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Tirabhavtiti Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru, Shri Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Tinamane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pachayane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachai Deshatarne. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam Naram chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nasta Praeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1. Chapter is entitled The Activities of Maharaj Priyavrata. Today we are reading text number 37. It is a prose verse, so I will chant it myself. Aho asadvanushtitam yadbani viveshito aham idrer avidya rachita vishama vishyanda kupe tadalam alam Amusya vanitaya vinodam rigam mam dig dig iti garhayam chakara. I like this word dig, right? Dig dig. I think there's a mridanga mantra with it. Dig dig. Maybe after some time you can demonstrate. Please repeat after me, word for word. Aho asadva. Aho, alas. Asadu, not good. Anushtitam, executed. Yat, because. Abhiniveshitaha, being completely absorbed. Aham, I. Indriyai, for sense gratification. Avidya, by nescience. Rachita, made. Vishama, causing distress. Vishaya, sense gratification. Andakupe, in the dark well. Tat, that. Alam, insignificant. Alam, of no importance. Amushyaha, of that. Vanitayaha, wife. Vinodamrigam, just like a dancing monkey. Mam, unto me. Dik, dik, all condemnation. Iti, thus. Garhayam, criticism. Chakara, he did. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda, Bhakti-Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The king thus began criticizing himself. Alas, how condemned I have become because of my sense gratification. I have now fallen into material enjoyment, which is exactly like a covered well. I have had enough. I am not going to enjoy anymore. Just see how I have become like a dancing monkey in the hands of my wife. Because of this, I am condemned. Please repeat after me. Thus the king began criticizing himself. Alas, how condemned I have become because of my sense gratification. I have now fallen into material enjoyment, which is exactly like a covered well. I have had enough. I am not going to enjoy any more. Just see how I have become like a dancing monkey in the hands of my wife. Because of this, I am condemned. Purport. How condemned is the advancement of material knowledge can be understood from the behavior of Maharaj Priyavrata. He performed such wonderful acts as creating another sun which shined during the night, and creating a chariot so great that its wheels formed vast oceans. These activities are so great that modern scientists cannot even imagine how such things can be done. Maharaj Priyavrata acted very wonderfully in the material field of activities, but because he was dealing in sense gratification, ruling his kingdom and dancing to the indications of his beautiful wife, he personally condemned himself. When we think about this example of Maharaj Priyavrata, we can just consider how degraded is the modern civilization of materialistic advancement. Modern so-called scientists and other materialists are very satisfied because they can construct great bridges, roads, and machines. But such activities are nothing comparable to those of Maharaj Priyavrata. If Maharaj Priyavrata could condemn himself in spite of his wonderful activities, how condemned we are in our so-called advancement of material civilization. We can conclude that such advancement has nothing to do with the problems of the living entity entangled within this material world. Unfortunately, modern man does not understand his entanglement and how condemned he is, nor does he know what kind of body he is going to have in the next life. From a spiritual point of view, a great kingdom, a beautiful wife, and wonderful material activities are all impediments to spiritual advancement. Maharaj Priyavrata had served the great sage Narada sincerely. Therefore, even though he had accepted material opulences, he could not be deviated from his own task. He again became Krishna consciousness, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Neha bikramo nashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpalpam apasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. In devotional service, there is no loss or diminution, and even a small service rendered in devotional life is sufficient to save one from the greatest danger. Bhagavad Gita 2.40. Such renunciation as Maharaj Priyavrata's is possible only by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Generally, when people are powerful, or when they have a beautiful wife, a beautiful home, and material popularity, they become more and more entangled. Priyavrata Maharaj, however, having been completely trained by the great sage Narada, revived his Krishna consciousness in spite of all impediments. Once again, the verse. I'm not going to chant the verse again, it's very long. I'll chant the translation. The king thus began criticizing himself. Alas, how condemned I have become because of my sense gratification. I have now fallen into material enjoyment, which is exactly like a covered well. I have had enough. I am not going to enjoy anymore. Just see how I have become like a dancing monkey in the hands of my wife. Because of this, I am condemned. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rūpa Kadamayam Tadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. So I'm very delighted to be here this morning in ISKCON South Bangalore. What is the name of this center? Can you say that again, please?
ISKCON Cultural Center, South Bangalore.
ISKCON Cultural Center, South Bangalore. Very good. Delighted to be here. And what are the names of the deities?
Shri Radha Govind Hari Radha Vinod Jagannath Baladeva Subhadramaya Sudarshan Dev Shri Shri Nityananda Shri Gaur Sundar Bhagwan
Shri Shri Radha Vinod, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshanji, or Shri Shri Nitai Nityananda Natabar, Shri Gaur Sundar Bhagavan Ki Jai. Well, this is a very auspicious syllables to keep in the mouth. So, very spiritually nutritious. This is my first time giving class here and seeking the Ashirwad, the blessings of all the devotees that are present today. Kripaya aap sab Ashirwad dijiye. Thank you so much. So we're very blessed that today is the most auspicious disappearance day of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī. We are called Rupanugas, Rupanugas, followers of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadhati Svapadantikam. We seek to understand the mind, the heart, and the mission of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī. Shri Shri Radha Vinod Ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Sudarshanji Ki Jai, Shri Shri Nitai Nityananda Natabar, Gaur Sundar Bhagavan Ki Jai. And what better way to celebrate the disappearance day, honor the disappearance day of Sri Rupa Goswami than to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, especially to hear the transcendental purports of His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda, Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, our beloved founder Acharya of ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sometimes devotees, like this morning, devotees, they ask me, would you like to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam, or would you like to speak about Srila Rupa Goswami? First of all, there's no difference. One is book Bhagavat and one is person Bhagavat. And then we can also look at the example and instructions that Srila Prabhupada gave us. Srila Prabhupada, even on the appearance day or disappearance day of Rupa Goswami, even on Janmashtami, even on Radhastami, on any of these Vaishnava Tithis, Prabhupada would never stop his classes on Srimad Bhagavatam, occasionally Chaitanya Charitamrita. So why should we introduce something new that Srila Prabhupada never did himself or never instructed us? Srila Prabhupada said, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, hold the Bhagavatam class in the temple every day. So I feel that it's important to maintain this tradition, Srila Prabhupada's personal instructions, his personal example. Why should we create something new? And after reciting Bhagavatam verse and Srila Prabhupada's purport, then we can also speak something about Srila Rupa Goswami, connecting that. Why abandon the Bhagavatam? Why abandon what Srila Prabhupada has given us? So I make it a personal practice that when someone says, oh, it's this Rupa Goswami's disappearance day, why don't you speak about him? Let's do what Srila Prabhupada did. Srila Prabhupada spoke Bhagavatam, and then Prabhupada also would bring the different aspects of our acharyas to light as well. Rupa Goswami spoke about yukta vairagya, utilizing everything in the service of Krishna. Anasaktasya vishayan, anasaktasya vishayan, yatarham upayunjitaha, nirbande Krishna sambande, yuktam vairagyam uchate. Anasaktasya, not being attached to the material things of this world. Anasaktasya vishayan yatarham upayunjataha, yet using everything in Krishna's service. Anasaktasya vishayan yatarham upayunjataha, nirbande Krishna sambande. Nirbande. Bande means bound, like tied up with a rope. Nirbande means unbound, free. We're free from attachments to the things of this material world. How? Krishna Sambande. By Krishna Sambandha, by seeing the connection of everything with Krishna. Seeing everything used for Krishna's service. Yuktam Vairagyam Uchate. This is called Yukta Vairagya. So even we may use cell phones, like Prabhu is utilizing his cell phone now in Krishna's service to check the verse. So we should utilize everything in Krishna's service, always seeing the connection with Krishna. This weekend, I attended a 3-day summit at the Whitefield Hilton Hotel here in Bangalore. It was called India Startup Week. And there were millionaires and billionaires and those entrepreneurs seeking to fund their new projects. And I had the opportunity to give a keynote address at this function. So ordinarily, what would we be doing in such a fancy building with fancy microphones and lights and LED projection system? What would be the business of, we see the 6 Goswamis, there's a beautiful diorama. I don't know if you noticed, there's a beautiful diorama of the 6 Goswamis above this door. Beautiful. And you see where they're situated in the forest, underneath the trees, sleeping under a different tree every night. And they're just there with their bead bags. Their only technology was their japamala. And now we're using things like LED screens and fancy microphone systems and big hotels. And if we see the connection with Krishna, if we can give the message of Krishna consciousness and help other people take to Krishna consciousness, then it's Krishna Sambande. We see the connection with Krishna. As part of my presentation to all of these delegates and participants of India Startup Week, I used AI. Oh, AI. I used it, Krishna Sambande, to write a theme song. I used the AI music software to write a theme song for my presentation, which was called Start Up Your Heart. They have India Startup Week, so I wrote a song, Start Up Your Heart. Start up your heart! And they were all singing it. And the organizers adapted this song as the official song of India Startup Week. And this will be scaled all across India in many other cities, as well as other countries. Already Mauritius has booked for next year. And in the song, Start Up Your Heart, we have the very, very special, topmost sound vibrations in the entire creation. And those sound vibrations are Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is one of the great features of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī, that he advocated using all the things of this world in the service of Krishna. Other yogis and sadhus, there was a picture, devotees showed Srila Prabhupada a picture. And the picture was of a sadhu. Someone was offering him a big amount of money. And that sadhu, saffron dress, big beard, long hair, the money was coming to him, and he was pushing it away with an expression on his face like he was smelling some rotten stool. And Srila Prabhupada said, "You put that money in front of me, and I will go like this and use it in Krishna's service." So this is the principle of Yukta Vairagya, to use everything in Krishna's service. There's a very nice example. Anyone who's taking notes, please note this example. It's called the wallet example. You have your wallet with your credit cards. Nowadays, most people don't even carry cash, right? But in the days when people carried cash, they carried it in their wallet. And sometimes a wallet would be lost on the ground. Now the question is, if you come across a wallet lying on the ground, you can consider 3 alternatives. Alternative number 1, just leave it lying there. Whoever lost it, they'll come back, they'll find it. Of course, it's a dangerous option because someone else may come along and just pick it up and take it. Option number, or the rain may come, like yesterday's rain. Do you remember the rain from yesterday? Imagine if you left your wallet and it was flooded in the rain. Very difficult. Option number 2, you could pick up the wallet, see all the cash inside, pocket the cash, and discard the wallet. Option number 3, pick up the wallet, look inside for the identification card, the Aadhaar card, and then seek to return the wallet back to the rightful owner. Of the 3 options, which one is the best? Who says option number 1? Number 1. Leave it there. No. Identification card. That's number 3. Okay, we're coming to that. You'll get your chance. Who thinks option number 2 is best? Just take the money and run. No, everyone is honest here. Honest people, honest devotees. Okay, now we come. Are you ready? Option number 3, return the wallet back to the rightful party. Haribol. Yes, that is the best option. So the whole material creation that we have here is like Krishna's wallet. It belongs to him. And so everything in this material creation should be used in his service. That's called Yukta Vairagya. Ishavasya idam sarvam yatchagam yatchita. What is it? One person? Jose? Ishavasya, let's chant it together. Ishavasya idam sarvam yat kincha jagacham jagat chena chena tapunjita magridhatasya svidhanam. You can see I'm still exhausted from these 3 days at the India Startup Week. It was very hectic. We were there. Haripu Sevak Prabhu. It was a hectic weekend. Yeah, it was one of my most hectic weekends. So I'm a little tired. So please excuse me for my memory lapses. My synapses are not firing properly. But we're doing what we can do. So Ishavasya idam sarvam. That everything in this world is perfect and complete. Everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yat kincha jagacham jagat chena chak chena bunjata. Moving or non-moving, everything belongs to Krishna. Ma svidham tasya svidhanam. We should use everything in His service. So this is the principle of Yukta Vairagya. Rupa Goswami, he spearheaded, he started this. And we see in the life of Srila Bhaktivinoda and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they started the printing press. The printing press was just come into, the technology was available. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he published a book, Life and Precepts of Lord Chaitanya, in 1896. And he sent that book all over the world, to McGill University in Montreal and other places. And that was the first time the message of Lord Chaitanya spread outside of India. And 1896 is also the year our beloved A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada was born. And Śrīla Prabhupada said, this is significant. The press was used, the book was sent, and the message spread. Same time Prabhupada was born. Śrīla Prabhupada later traveled to the United States of America, to the Western countries, in 1965, to New York City. In the same year, 1965, I was born in New York City. This may be significant. So this process, this concept of Yukta Vairagya is intrinsic in ISKCON, Antarashtriya Krishna Bhavanvit Sangha. ISKCON Starters Week. I learned a lot about startups also during this week. We have in startups, you have someone called a founder. A founder is someone who has an idea to solve a problem in the world. You identify a problem, and then the founder comes up with a good solution, and then markets that solution with the help of investors and partners across the world. So Śrīla Prabhupada identified the problem. What was the problem? Lack of Krishna consciousness. What was the solution? Prithiviteya chayatanagaradi gram sarvatra pachar hoibe morhanam. So he traveled to the Western countries, he traveled to New York, and he got partners. He got devotees to help him in his mission. Śrīla Prabhupada would always express his gratitude to the young American and European boys and girls that assisted him in his mission of spreading Krishna consciousness. So Śrīla Prabhupada, he created a startup in 1966. It was his second startup. His first startup was the League of Devotees in Jhansi, and that startup failed. So Prabhupada wasn't discouraged. He went for his second startup. And his second startup, 1966 in America, he incorporated the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's a Śrīla Prabhupada startup. And this year, we are celebrating the 60th anniversary, 60 years of ISKCON. And ISKCON is accelerating despite the fact of Śrīla Prabhupada's physical departure from this world. So that was also mentioned again and again this week during India Startup Week. The sign of a success of a startup is that it continues even after the departure of its founder. As Śrīla Prabhupada is the founder Acharya. The person who starts a startup is called a founder. And ISKCON is the startup and Śrīla Prabhupada is the founder Acharya. So it's so wonderful what Śrīla Prabhupada has done, and it's so wonderful what Śrīla Prabhupada's followers continue to do. And where did Śrīla Prabhupada get the inspiration for ISKCON? Where was Śrīla Prabhupada seeking blessings to be empowered to start the Krishna consciousness movement? It was at the lotus feet of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī. Śrīla Prabhupada went to Vrindavan. He stayed in the Radha Damodar temple. He had a simple room there, a simple kitchen there. Has anyone here visited those rooms where Prabhupada stayed? Incredible, beautiful. Must go on pilgrimage there. Very simple. So Śrīla Prabhupada would cook, and then he would have prasadam sitting on a little asan with a little chonki, called a choki, small table. And he would look out the window. And what was his darshan? Looking out the window, the samadhi of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī. And Śrīla Prabhupada was praying daily, continuously, at the lotus feet of Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī to kindly empower him to spread the mission and fulfill the mission of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who also empowered Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī with his Upadesh, with his Shiksha, with his message of love at Allahabad, Das Asvamedha Ghat, where he instructed Rūpa Goswamī, I forget for how long, maybe 2 months if I remember correctly. So, Kitna? 10 days. Thank you for the information. It was 10 days, but the amount of information in those 10 days were more than 2 months. I know because that was compiled into Bhakti-Rasāmṛta-Sindhu. And I read Bhakti-Rasāmṛta-Sindhu, and it took me 2 months. So Bhakti-Rasāmṛta-Sindhu was later translated by Śrīla Prabhupada as Nectar of Devotion. Nectar of Devotion is our foundational principles in bhakti. And those principles, like we hear in today's purport, is that we decline sense gratification and embrace Krishna Bhavanamrita, Krishna Seva. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. That our eternal identity is we are eternal servants of Krishna. And what clouds that identity? What misconception clouds it? Our desire for sense gratification. As Maharaj Priyavrata is here condemning himself. I have this desire for sense gratification. I'm attached to kingdom. I'm attached to wealth. I'm attached to power. I'm attached to dancing like a monkey for my wife. He's attached to all of these things, or he's at least condemning himself in this mood. So Rūpa Goswamī teaches us that we should be free from all sense gratification and just seek unalloyed devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Pure devotional service. Shuddha Bhakti. Prabhupada arrived in Boston, 1965. He went for a walk with Dr. Pandya. First time stepping in America. He saw a sign, unalloyed steel. There was a steel company, unalloyed steel, pure steel. So Prabhupada took that word, unalloyed, and made unalloyed devotional service. Rupa Goswami explains it like this in this very important and famous verse from Bhakti-Rasāmṛta-Sindhu. We can chant together. Anya bilasita shunyam jnana karma anavritam anukulyena krishnanu shiranam bhakti uttama. The uttama bhakti, the topmost bhakti, pure devotional service, is not tinged, not contaminated, not made dirty by jnana and karma. Jnana means desire for impersonal realization, to become one with Krishna. Yesterday I met one personality at this conference, and she was telling me, when I was a little girl, I thought I was Krishna. And I would give my blessings to the cows, and I would steal the butter. And then when I grew older, and I would tell everyone, I'm Krishna. And my elders and those around me, teachers, they would say, no, you're not Krishna. And now she told me yesterday, but now I'm discovering, actually, I can become Krishna. So this is a misconception that we have to clarify, that we are not Krishna now. So how can we become Krishna? Krishna is always Krishna. Krishna is not Krishna, and then becomes not Krishna, and then becomes Krishna again. Krishna is always Krishna. If we're not Krishna now, then we're not going to become Krishna in the future. We're always eternal servants of Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas, Mamaivam So Jivaloke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha, Manashastani Indriyani, Prakriti Stani Karshati. That the jiva is always an amsa, is a small part of Krishna, never becomes fully Krishna. Krishna is like the fire, and we are like the spark. Krishna is like a great gold mine, and we are just like a gold earring. We can have similarity in qualities, but not in quantity. Krishna is very great, we are very small. Aham bija pratapita, that Krishna is the Supreme Father of all living entities. So I would like to just express my deepest gratitude to all of you for joining me today in our discussion about Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī, our discussion about Śrīmad Bhagavatam, our discussion about Yukta Vairagya, utilizing everything in the service of Krishna. And technology is just going to expand more and more. Yesterday, the organizer of this India Startup Week, he told me when we inaugurated yesterday a new website for ISKCON Kirtan Ministry, launching our new website, launching World Holy Name Festival 2026. So we're also a founder in one sense, at least co-founder, carrying on the mission. So he told me, very good, and we will help you. We have a new technology that will enable you to be everywhere at once, all over the world. We will project you holographically, 3D projection, all over the world. So this is perhaps the next step in communication technology, the next step in Yukta Vairagya, that we can be sitting here on a Vyasasan, and someone in another part of the world can be seeing just like this, front side, back side, upside, downside, left side, right side. The only thing that we cannot give them at this point, direct electronically, is Mahaprashari Govinde, right? But we're fortunate here in our ISKCON Cultural Center, South Bangalore, that shortly after this class, even though it's Ekadasi, I'm confident that devotees will receive prasadam. Haribol. Before I conclude, I want to sing one bhajan with all of you. Would you like to sing one bhajan? Maybe we can put it on the screen, or you can just pull it up on your phone, Yukta Vairagya. The bhajan is called Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada. Let's sing this song. Because Rupa Goswami is Śrīla Rūpa Manjari in the spiritual world. He's a Nitya Siddha devotee, eternally perfect, eternal associate of Krishna, who has descended into this world to help in the mission of attracting conditioned souls to the spiritual world. So he's a Manjari. Manjaris would assist in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna very intimately. This is a song by Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur. Have you heard of Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur? Very great acharya in our lineage. Written so many beautiful songs and prayers. So please, if you have this song on your phone, share it with your friends. Those who do not have, please read along with us. Kripaya. We have to team together. This is another theme from India Startup Week. We have to get together, help each other. Sahana bhavatu. We have to learn together, serve together, and pray together, and stay together. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhagavatam ki jai, Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī ki jai, Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Tirabhav Titi Maha Mahotsava ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada, the feet of Śrīla Rūpa Manjari. Do we have a kartal player? Dotal TK? Chalte. Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada, Se Mora Sampada. Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada, Se Mora Sampada. Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada, Se Mora Sampada. Play the tambura. Se mora bhajana pujana, Se more bhajana pujana, se more pranadhana, se mora abharana, se mor jivaner jiva, se mora rasanidhi, se mora vansha siddhi, se mor vedirādharama, se brata se tapa, se mora mantra japa, se mor dharma karama, se brata se tapa, se mora mantra japa, se mor dharma karama, anukulaha bevedi, se pade hoy besiti, Narakibo idwinayane, Narakibo se rupa madhuri rasi, prana kuvalaya shasi, prafulita benishidine, prafulita tua adarshana ahi. Garale jaro ladehi. Chirodina tapita jivana. Chirodina Aharupa koradoyo deho moe parajaya. Aharupa koradoyo deho moe parajaya. Narottama loy lo charana. Aharupa koradoya deho moe parajaya. Narottama loy lo charana. Narottama loy lo charana. Narottama loy lo charana. I'll read the translation. The lotus feet of Śrīla Rūpa Manjari are my treasure, my devotional service, and my object of worship. They give my life meaning, and they are the life of my life. They are the perfection of rasa, and they are the perfection worthy of attainment. They are the very law of the Vedic scriptures for me. They are the meaning of all my fasts and penances and my silent utterings of my mantras. They are the basis of religion and activities. By the purifying process of favorable devotional service, one will attain perfection and within these two eyes be able to see. His transcendental form is shining like moonlight in my heart, and my heart therefore shines and reciprocates. In other words, the ordinary moon lights up the night, and its shine illuminates other objects. But the moon of the effulgence of the form of Śrīla Rūpa Manjari shines into the heart and makes the heart also shine back to the spiritual sky. This moon shines not only in the nighttime, but day and night. Your absence from my vision is like a dose of strong poison, and I will suffer to the end of my life. Narottam Das says, please give me your mercy and the shade of your lotus feet. Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada Ki Jai. Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur Ki Jai. Who has sung this song today for the first time? Anyone? First time? Jai Ho, Jai Ho. So this is a wonderful opportunity to sing this song. This song is so special in our Gaudiya Vaishnava family because at the time when Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was on his deathbed, getting ready to leave his body, he called all the devotees together and he asked them to sing this bhajan. I was in Bhaktivedanta Hospital in Mumbai in 2002. At that time, Śrīla Prabhupada's disciple, Śrīla Swami, was experiencing extreme health difficulties. His entire body had been bloated with water. His stomach was filled with water and extended. Devotees came to see him, and Maharaj joked, "Is it a boy or a girl?" Maharaj is known as the Jolly Swami. He's always making jokes. His condition became very serious and critical. I was in the hospital at that time. I had the same veena. You can return it to me at this time. Thank you. And I was chanting Chaitanya Charitamrita verses for Param Puja Radhanath Swami, Param Puja Jai, Advaita Swami, and Sridhar Maharaj when they were doing their treatments. Sridhar Maharaj called me to his room, as well as all the other senior devotees, and he asked me to sing this song, Śrīla Rūpa Manjari Pada, because he felt now is the time I may leave my body. And this is the meditation that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted in his consciousness at the time of departure. And this is also the desire of Srila Śrīla Swami, who subsequently left this world in Sridham Mayapur. So, very, very deep song. Let us meditate on the meanings of the song. Maybe you might like to sing it again during the day, read it again. Very, very deep meditation of Srila Narottam Das Thakur on Srila Rūpa Manjari, Rūpa Goswami's eternal identity. I have one more question for you. Would you like to sing another bhajan? Let us sing this bhajan, Jai Anilo Premadhana. This is the bhajan traditionally sung by Gaudiya Vaishnavas at the time of the departure or to observe and honor a departed Vaishnava on their disappearance day, their Tirobhav. I'll read the translation first, again by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. I'll just share one quick story. I was in Sri Vrindavan Dham, Krishna Balaram Mandir. There was Bhagavatam class. Class was given by His Holiness Navayogendra Swami Maharaj. It was a disappearance day. Maharaj had spoken Bhagavatam and then glorified the Acharya, and he asked for questions. I raised my hand and I asked, how can we get the mercy of this Acharya? And Maharaj replied, to sing this bhajan, Jai Anilo Premadhana. And then he sang. Here's the translation. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where has such a personality as Advaita Acharya gone? Where are my Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswāmī? Where is Sanatan? Where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopal Bhatta? And where is Krishnadas Kaviraj? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees, in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottam Das simply weeps. Jaya Nilo Premadana Karuna Pracho Jaya Nilo Premadana Karuna Pracho Hey no Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Hey no Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Kahamora Swarupa Kahasanata Kahamora Swarupa Kahasanata Kahadasa Raghunatha Patita Pava Kahadasa Raghunatha Patita Pava Kahamura Bhattajuga Kahakavira Ekakale kota gela Goranataraj. Ekakale kota gela Goranataraj. Pashane kutibo mata Hanale pashibo Pashane kutibo mata Hanale pashibo Gauranga Gunera Nidhi Kota Gele Pabo Gauranga Gunera Nidhi Kota Gele Pago Se Saba Sangira Sange Je Koilo Bilas Se Saba Sangira Sange Je Koilo Bilas Se Sangana Paya Kande Lalita-Mādhavas Se Sangana Paya Kande Lalita-Mādhavas Jeha Nilo Premadana Karuna Pracho Jeha Nilo Premadana Karuna Prachor Heno Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Heno Prabhu Heno Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Heno Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Jaya Rūpa Goswamī Prabhupada Rūpa Goswamī Prabhupada Jaya Rūpa Goswamī Prabhupada Rūpa Goswamī Prabhupada Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Prabhupada Ki Jai Śrīla Rūpa Goswamī Bhakti Maharaj Ki Jai Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Bahut Bahut Dhanyawad Hare Krishna